Hello, welcome back. This is Maurice Dimba, and today, if you take a look on the screen here, we have our same structure with a curved truss. Now, what we're going to do today, I'll just show you how we can create a quick GA drawing, and also on the next presentation, we'll be doing how to create an assembly drawing from this particular structure. So let me just bring it close. You can see we have these in place. So we want to create a GA drawing first. Now, if you take a look here, we are already on drawing and reports. This is where we find the tools, all the tools for creating the drawings. And in Commons, the modeling, we have the steel, we have IntelliConnect, we have IntelliClone, we have concrete analysis and design, and edit view. All these has some sub-tools beneath them that are very useful in modeling and also creating the drawings. And this particular time, we are working with the tools under drawings and reports. Now, the very important thing, first of all, prior to creating any drawing, first of all, make sure you've numbered your structure. And to number that, you just come to drawings and reports here, then come to perform numbering. So under perform numbering, just click on that drop down arrow to have a look of variety of options you can apply. So most of the time we do apply perform numbering because this is exactly what you want to apply. So I'll just click perform numbering, then this dialog box of numbering options comes up. So what you do, if you had numbered this structure before, what you do, just go ahead and click renumber all. Just click renumber all. So the moment you click on that button, just come back and apply and start numbering, then click OK. So once you've clicked on that button, just give some time to apply or to assign numbers to all the components or all the parts of this particular structure. You can see I'm being notified that the numbering is complete. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click OK. And the moment you click OK, this dialog box will come up, and what you do, just close, because the numbering or all the parts have been identified by a number. So what we are going to do next is we are going to drawing sections, because under model section, we've assigned or we've identified all the parts with numbers. So I'll come to drawings here. So to access the drawings, you can either double click on that, or come here. If you want to go back to the model, you can either click model view or click on this button or click on this button here. I'm showing my cursor here. So let's try access the model view by that, or we go back to drawing section by double clicking on that. So inside this window, what we're going to create, we want first of all to create that borderline that will define the boundary where we will be placing our drawings. So I'm going to double click on drawing manager, double click on it. So the moment I click on drawing manager, this is the drawing manager where all the drawings will be listed here. Now, if you take a look on my right here, I have creating drawing button. So I'm going to left click it. Then the moment you left click it, then this dialog box of create new drawing comes up. So inside here, just type the type of GA drawing. Just assign a name to your GA drawing. So in my case, I just type GA or maybe 001. Like that. The paper size you can define by clicking on that drop down arrow and pick 1 here. But by default, just pick any size within here, 1, 2, 3, or 4. So in my case, I'll just pick A1. And if you need to add some notes here, you can just add some notes there. So once I've picked the size of the paper, I've given a name to my GA drawing I want to generate, I'm going to click OK. So the moment you click OK, you'll see this drawing listed here. Though I had previously created one, but in this particular case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another one, like you see here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this. So the moment I close, I'll be warned, or I'll be requested. I'm closing, and do I need to retain the changes? I'll go ahead and click yes. I need to retain the changes. So the moment I click changes, accept save the changes, I'll be prompted with a huge borderline. This is just a boundary that frames where we will be placing our drawing, just defining a boundary where all the drawings that you generate as a GA will be placed in automatically. Now, once we have this borderline, this is the place we'll be placing our drawings that we have defined as a general arrangement drawing. Now, we have the views here, view 1, view on line 1, view on line 2. So these are the drawings. This is where we will generate our drawings from. So if you go back to the model view also, you will have all these views in place. So let's first of all generate a drawing along the view line 1. So to generate that, just right click. So the moment you right click, you'll see create a viewport of that particular view from that line. So if I click create viewport, I'll give it some time and you'll be able to see we have a viewport here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double click on it so that I see all the views here, because there's some filtering I didn't filter out. I'll just click reset, then I'll click apply, and I'll have that in place. I'll have my view in place. I didn't rectify or further defined my views. So I've created a general arrangement or an elevation view from that view line 1. So I can just go step by step and create all the drawings along these views. So let me first of all create from line 11 or 2. Let me try from line 5 or line A. Let me try line A right here, create a viewport from line A, and I'll be able to have this in place. So a reason why it's not appearing everything is not appearing all the way to this far end is probably I didn't activate some filterings here. So if I come to filtering here and maybe reset my XYZ limits and click apply, I'll be able to get all the information in place. So I can see all that in place. And also, if I come back to 3D, the 3D view, I'll be able to just select on the 3D, right click and come to create viewport. I'll be able to see a viewport in place. Just give some time to generate all the drawings, and I'll double click on this. And let me just double click on that, and maybe come to filtering and reset my views, my limits, and then apply that. It doesn't appear properly. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change everything here to 0 just to modify this. Let me just change that to 0, then come here and click apply, and see whether it will reappear. Let's just give some time to process that information. Perfect, it is in place, and we have all these in place. So this is a 3D drawing, and we have everything here. We have the grid line on top here, so we can double click on the grid line here and disable the grid lines we don't want to see. So let's retain the bottom end one. So once you've done so, just go ahead and click apply and give it an OK, so that we have only this one at the bottom. So this one at the bottom, we can also maybe just hide it. If I click on that and click apply, we cannot hide that, so we just retain it this way. So for it to fit here, you can just rescale, and rescale is very simple. Just come here and play and rescale the drawing here. You modify the scale from here. Then what we are going to do, the scale is just here. You can just change that to maybe 200 to make it smaller. Let's click, then click OK. So double click on the window here, then click fit. Then that will fit accurately. So we have the 3D in place like that. So that's how you can generate a GA drawing. So remember, you can also apply the dimensions here. So the dimensions we can apply manually. You can come to annotations and dimensions there and click. We have two options. We have horizontal, vertical, and aligned. Aligned is free. Is a freestyle. It takes any orientation. So horizontal specifically for horizontal dimensions, and vertical is specifically for vertical dimensions. Let's try for horizontal, and we want to get a dimension from from this far end to that far end. Then I move it up, then right click to terminate it right there. So I come here and snap on that spot and come all the way here and snap on that spot. Then try and move closer to that, then right click on my key, right click on my mouse, and we've created a dimension right there. I'll snap on that spot, and just right click right there, and we have that in place. So that's how you can create a GA and also create dimensions. So let's meet on the next presentation where I'll be showing you how we can create assembly drawings. Let me just save this so that always remember, the moment you've created a drawing, make sure you save. Just click save, and that one has been saved. So let's meet then on the next presentation, and bye bye. This is Maurice Dimba, and don't forget to subscribe to this.